I want to thank my good friend from Nevada, Dr. Heck, and I want to thank him for the opportunity of using this moment for us to recognize the significance of this weekend in which ceremonies and memorials all across our country will be held. We'll come together as a nation to honor the lives of the thousands of innocent lives that were lost 10 years ago. And there's no doubt that as the events of September 11th forever changed our nation, the lives that were lost on that horrific day continue to live in the hearts and the minds of millions of Americans and people around the world who will continue to honor their memory. I know for many this is a personal issue as well. Those who knew and lived with people who gave their lives for me. It's a remembrance of a very special family, the Bavis family, and Mark Bavis, one of the individuals on the plane who went into the World Center, a member of the Boston Bruins, and a wonderful young man. These are acts of heroism and courage from that day that will continue to be honored, and our brave first responders who risked their lives to rescue others will certainly be first among them. You'll hear many of us tell stories about the opportunity to be a participant in the aftermath of that immediate event. I had a small opportunity, and I think really it was a privilege just a few days thereafter to have had the nomination of the President of the United States honored and passed on by the Senate to become a United States Attorney, to go to work in the Justice Department just days after, and to participate in playing a role in the nation's response to this horrible act of terrorism. I think of my role as being really quite minimal in respect to, but it became a front seat on the ability to watch so many others who rallied around as a nation and who frankly then went into harm's way and with the objective of keeping our nation safe from the continuing threat of terrorism. And I particularly focus on those war fighters who are bravely overseas now putting their lives on the line, and the vigilance of the members of our law enforcement and others who the testament of their effect has been that we are a decade later still recognizing not just their memories but the reality that we as a nation have not been similarly attacked. It's my hope that not just on this anniversary of 9/11 but every day we'll remember the lives lost, those who were left without fathers and mothers, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters. Over 3,000 children lost one or both of their parents that fateful day, including 32 babies who were born after 9/11. Their incredible strength and resilience and the courage of their loved and lost is an inspiration, and I trust we as a grateful nation will keep them all in our prayers. I yield back.